Batting first, playing center field, number 12, Boyce Reed. Batting second, playing right field, number 14, Hayden Oliver. Batting third, playing first base, number 24, Will Carmichael. Batting fourth and catching, number 59, Cade Treholz. Batting fifth and playing third base, number 11, Connor Davis. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 1, Casey Christ. Hitting in the 7th spot, the designated hitter, Trace Peterson. Hitting 8, playing left field, number 3, Bodie Gist. Hitting 9, shortstop, Cade Campbell. And your pitcher tonight, number 15, Joey Mantha. Now the starting lineups for your Union Redhawks. Batting first, playing right field, number 15, Gavin Wilhelm. Batting second, playing second base, number 8, Isaac Arrietchi. Batting third and playing center field, number 11, Asher Fowler. Batting fourth, your pitcher in DH, Armando Gomez. Batting fifth, left fielder, Devin Blackwell. Batting sixth, your catcher, number 12, Chris Weinbarger. Batting eighth, first baseman, number 3, Zach Oliver. Next up, shortstop, number 6, Cody Young. And batting ninth, third baseman, number 1, Mishan Minners. Now, as you are able, please stand for the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have friends and family that can't make it out to tonight's game, you can still watch the game being broadcast on the Union Sports Network. Just text them, call them, tell them go to unionsportsnetwork.com. That's unionsportsnetwork.com. You can also see any archive games broadcast right there on the Union Sports Network for this year or previous years. Well, welcome into the broadcast here as we prepare for Union taking on the Bentonville Tigers. Bentonville hit a rough stretch the last few weeks and trying to straighten themselves back out just a little bit. We have ourselves a gorgeous night here just after 4:30, 71 degrees, almost not a breath in the sky. A little bit of humidity beginning to kind of peek into things tonight, but not an awful lot here as we prepare to get this game underway. Little lineup adjustments here and there for Union as well. We'll follow it as we go through the night. Armando Gomez was set to start this game. Instead, Connor Dalfett is warming up, and looks like he will start this game tonight. Connor, a left-hander, and you can see in the warm-ups that he's tossing it straight down the middle. Last time we joined you, you could just still see through the trees in the outfield. You can't anymore, but they are dead still as we have ourselves a wonderful night for a baseball game. And we're ready for baseball. Batting first, number 12, center fielder, Boyce Reed. Straightaway infield and outfield as we get set for pitch number 1. And a strike delivered by Douthit straight down the middle. A little outside for a 1-1 count. Always interesting to see how a pitcher works, if they are a studier, if they're a fast mover. Connor appears to be somewhere in between. That ball rocketed down the first base line, but it's foul. So we'll have a count of 1-2. It's a good sign anytime they can't quite catch up to that fastball. Douthit just off the outside corner there for a 2-2 count. That was close, though. That's the kind that'll make you wonder. That one is again fouled down the right baseline, or first baseline, just barely got around on that ball again, so we will remain at 2-2. That ball lefted pretty gently to center field, although it's carrying won't be much of a problem, and it wasn't. That taken in easily by Boyce Reed, or pardon me, that had taken in by Asher Fowler, and that'll be out number 1. Batting second, number 14, a right fielder, Hayden Oliver. Ball did carry a bit when it got up there. Lefty against lefty here, and that one is going to be just over the head of the second baseman and just in front of the center fielder, so that'll be a base hit. Oliver is on. So 1 down, 1 on. Batting third, number 24, the first baseman, Will Carmichael. See what kind of a lead Oliver gets over there at first base. The lefty looking right at you, it's going to be a little harder to get too much, but he's got a foot out there outside the edge of the curve. Douthit delivers. That one is going to head out to center field. That's going to be a tough play, but Fowler makes the play, and he will fire that back into second base. It'll be 2 down. Asher's dad's just to my left, and he swears the speed did not come from him. Instead came from Mom, but apparently he caught Mom, so he's faster. Let's just say Asher can run. We'll put it at that. 2 down now, 1-1. As Bentonville will try again. Batting fourth, number 59, Cade Traholes. Cade's the catcher. Out, they're going to have an opportunity for a rundown, first base throw or second base throw. That's going to get away, and the runner will move to third. And a smart idea to hold up on that one. The throw was a little low. The bounce was going to be what was tough as it bounced away. So that will move the runner to third base, and with 2 down, Bentonville in serious scoring position. They had a nice pickoff play. They really had a good opportunity to get him, but not for the awkward bounce. For Holes readies, that one is going to be in there for a strike. Well, that ball fell away nicely. 1-1. That's going to be hit in between the second baseman and shortstop, and that will score a run. So Bentonville will take the lead. On a single, and an RBI by Trout. Number 5, Connor Davis. Pardon me, number 11, Connor Davis. So 2 out, 1 man on, 1 run in now for Bentonville. Davis will be the batter. Two umpire crew here tonight, so they'll be busy. Douthit checks the runner. That one's a little inside. It actually hit him. So that will be first and second now. Number 1, second baseman Casey Christ will be next, and he'll have an opportunity to extend the lead with runners on first and second. That ball just carried a little bit on Douthit, and honestly, didn't look like Davis moved an awful lot to get out of the way, but he took that one off the knuckles. Chris is a compact little fella. He's going to have a small strike zone. That one's going to be called a strike. It looked like it might be a little high, but it snuck in there. You got to like that the umpire's not reducing the strike zone. 0-1. Second baseman sneaks over, but no play. Inside for ball 1. Douthit's focused right now, paying attention to that runner on first, but really focused on that batter. Quick check to second. That was going to be a little high for 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 down, 1 run in for Bentonville, but they are threatening again. Once again, second baseman will sneak in, but no play. That ball just a little high, so the count 3-1, and we're 1 ball away from loading the bases. Chris credit, he's patient. Douthit delivers. That one will be fouled off. That'll be out of play. Over behind the concession stand. Will remain. We're now 3-2. So the runners will move, and this is the payoff. The pitch, and it is straight down the middle for a strike, and that will end the inning. So Union gives up 1 run, but Douthit works his way out of a jam. It is 1-0 Bentonville with the Red Hawks coming to bat here on the Union Sports Network.
Shields is now open at the Woodland Hills Mall in Tulsa, and we can't thank you enough for the warm welcome. Whether you love the great outdoors, sports, or fashion, Shields has something for everyone. Our passionate and knowledgeable Shields experts are excited to welcome you to explore thousands of brands and premium products. From our golf simulator, service shop, archery lanes, and more, we're ready to get you fitted with the best gear for you. We can't wait to see you at Shields.
Back here on the Union Sports Network, I'm Rick Corey along with Andy Irwin and all the students and the crew here, plus all the volunteers, as we bring you Red Hawks baseball tonight from the Union Baseball Softball Complex. It's an absolutely gorgeous night. right at 70, 71 degrees. No wind out here. If you happen to be in the area anywhere near 68th and Mingo, you may think I'm nuts. Come on by. I mean, it's really nice out here. Concession stands going over there to the side. Going to get a nice close seat. It's dry out here. Feels great. Nice night to be outside. Bentonville with 1 run in that first inning, loaded the bases with 2 outs, but Douthit was able to work his way out of that jam, and so the Red Hawks will be coming to bat. Right fielder number 15, Gavin Wilhelm, will be up first. Joey Mantha is the man on the mound for Bentonville. Union football played over at Bentonville to begin the year. Boy, you talk about a nice set of facilities over there as well. Pitch number 1 from the big lefty. That one is hit right to the shortstop, and that will be out number 1. Second baseman number 8, Isaac Arrietchi. This young man here is a scrappy baseball player. Love watching this guy play. Does a little bit of everything, and he's one of those, he's got talent, there's no question, but he's an effort kid as well. Pitch number 1 is way outside there by Mantha, and that'll be 1-0. Arrietchi's not the biggest guy, but pound for pound, I'd take him in a fight. That delivery is hit toward the third baseman. He's going to fumble that, though, and Arrietchi will be on. Looked like a fairly simple play unless that took an odd bounce. They're going to call that an error, and that's what that should be, so Arrietchi will make his way over. Center fielder number 11, Asher Fowler. Big lefty against lefty here. Mantha studies and then steps back. Maybe Asher gave him the glare. That'll throw a pitcher. Ball fouled back just a little behind it. It'll be 0-1. A lot of velocity on Mantha's pitches. And he's a tall guy too, so that frame kind of stretches out and the ball kind of whips out of that arm. Remember big major league pitchers like Randy Johnson, you get that extra leverage, and it's tough on a hitter. Ball's going to be outside for 1-1. Mantha's a very studied pitcher, certainly taking his time. There goes Arrietchi, and he'll be in, but that ball is fouled back, so he'll come back. 1-2. You know, you got to love these synthetic fields. The only thing is when you slide, you don't get dirty. And I think as a baseball player, you want to get dirty. You want to look like you slid into second base, right? Maybe they should have some dirt in the dugout and they'll just rub it on you when you get back. Well, that ball broke about 2 miles, but way high, and it's going to be 2-2. This kind of field, when you slide, you just get a face full of rubber pellets. 2-2, 1 out. That delivery, that's going to be a strike, and that throw to second will not be in time. Arrietchi will be safe. So stolen base for Isaac. He'll be on second now. Designated hitter, Armando Gomez. Gomez pitches, of course, an awful lot of baseball games for Union, but you can also watch him at the bat, and he's awfully good at it. Armando settles in with an opportunity to tie this score with a good shot. That's low for ball 1. So 1 out, 1 on here for Union. That delivery is swung on, but it'll be bounced toward the dugout of a 1-1 count. You got to imagine as a pitcher who's also a good hitter that it could be very helpful trying to get inside a pitcher's mind, and you could also possibly tie yourself up trying to realize what the other guy's thinking. Instead, just go kind of play and react. That delivery is going to be lofted into center field. That one might be a little bit of trouble if it falls short. Instead, the second baseman will get all over that one. He'll gather it in, and that'll do it. So nothing for the Red Hawks here. They'll trail 1-0 as we'll go to the top of the second next here on the Union Sports Network.
Does your school or organization need athletic apparel or spirit wear? Let me suggest Inkwell, a Tulsa-based company that can get you the quality you deserve at unheard of and unmatched lead times. Talking 2 weeks or less, not 2 months like most others, and can do it as much as 60% less than most of the big guys out there. So join the likes of Sand Springs, Union, Broken Arrow, Jinx, Oolaga, and Glenpool, to name a few, and get your customized sublimated uniforms, including Under Armour, Nike, or Adidas at InkwellNation.com.
We're back here on the Union Sports Network. Rick Corey along with Andy Irwin and all the UView crew. Glad you can join us. And as we mentioned to start the broadcast, remember, if you're looking for a rebroadcast of any Union sporting event that has been televised, it is archived, and you'll be able to find it at unionsportsnetwork.com. 1-0 Bentonville, and they'll get it underway right here in the top of the second. Number 5, designated hitter Trace Peterson will lead things off tonight, or in this second inning. 1-0 Tigers. Connor Douthit on the mound delivers. That one will be fouled back near everybody's car. Listen for the crash. Nope, we're good. If we don't, yeah, we're looking for a sound effect. If you have one at home, bring it up with us, okay? So that's one strike. It'll be fouled in the exact same place. Listen again. No, I don't think so. Somebody threatened to break a window. That's not a good idea. 0-2 here as we begin this top of the second. Douther delivers. That one's going to be a little high near the noggin, so it'll be 1-2. Play the game long enough, you understand. Just kind of lean back. You don't bail out. Although it has been known to happen. And that's swing and a miss and a K. Connor Douthit strikes him out. Number 3, left fielder Bodie Gist. Next up. That one will be hit straight to the second baseman, gathered easily. Nice throw, and that'll be an out. Made it a little closer than you might think. He can run, no question. Did a nice job. Making that look a little bit easier than maybe it should have. Number 8, shortstop Cade Campbell. 2 down. 1-0 game here, Tigers. Top of the second. Douthit working quickly. That one hit straight toward the shortstop. Good stop right there. Long throw, and it's going to be just a little late. Oh, that was a nice throw over there. Got to give a lot of credit. That was not an easy ball to get over there, and Cody Young got it there, and it was just a little bit late. So Campbell will have a single. Number 12, center fielder Boyce Reed will step in. So 2 down, 1 on now at first base, and a 1-0 Bentonville lead here in the top of the second, pardon me. That was a heck of a play by the shortstop. Deep throw. Runner goes. The throw is going to be a little bit late. He got a heck of a start. Long-legged young man can run good. So he'll be on second base, giving them an opportunity to have a nice, strong single, score another run. Delpit made quick work of the first 2 batters. Just a half a step short on that third hitter. Well, that's a nice pitch. That's hard to lay off of. Nice breaking ball. It got just to that outside corner, so that'll be ball 1. 1-1 with 2 down. Quick check of the runner. That's going to be fouled off. So 1-2. That one's going to go over in the woods. There's got to be a good number of baseballs down in that creek wood area over there. And if you would like to go over there and look for them, knock yourself out. No thanks. Something tells me there are things down there that rattle and slither and all that kind of stuff, and no thanks. That delivery is really tight. That's a strike, and that'll set him down. A little disagreement right there. The look on Boyce Reed's face when he turned to look at the umpire. Sorry, Boyce, but that one's going to be a K. So that's going to do it. Nothing there. It'll remain 1-0 Bentonville going to the bottom of the second here on the Union Sports Network.
Life doesn't wait for you to slow down. When you're moving fast and something doesn't feel right, Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is here to help you stay in motion. Through our combined expertise in orthopedic surgery, non-surgical medicine, and comprehensive whole patient treatment, our team has your back and every other joint too. Ready to get back out there? Visit AOOK.com and let's move forward together. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Heal, recover, advance.
So we begin the bottom of the second inning. Coming to bat for the Union Red Hawks, number 19, left fielder Devin Blackwell. It is 1-0 Bentonville here as we go to the bottom of the second. Mantha delivers, and that one fouled back. It'll be 0-1. Mentioned that long delivery. If you watch, Mantha also has long legs, so when he kicks that thing around out there, he starts to really kind of fly around and move. That one hit to the third baseman. He'll fumble that one, and that will be an error, and it'll be base man on. So Blackwell will reach on an error, and the Red Hawks have a runner. Number 12, catcher Chris Weinbarger. Now with an opportunity to move over the runner. Let's see if Coach Newkirk sends the runner here. Nice camera work there by Andy and the crew. That delivery and a nice bunt. Boy, that one is going to hug that line and just go foul. Now see if that was real dirt, that has stayed fair. Does that sound bitter? I didn't mean it to sound bitter, sorry. It probably wouldn't have stayed fair, but you know. And if that was dirt and it gone foul, I would have said if it were turf, it would have stayed fair. This is the way it works. We got a little sun coming out from behind the clouds as it sits over in the west. Panther ready. This time that bunt's going to stay fair, and that will be no play at second, and that one thrown away. That's going to be safe at first. Mantha tried to flip it quickly, and that arm just got out away from his body like a quarterback who doesn't square himself, and that will allow a safe runner at first, and we will have a courtesy runner, and that will be number 23, Jackson Franklin. And speaking about being able to run, this guy can turn off the light and be in bed before it's dark. Next up, first baseman number 3, Zach Oliver. So nobody out, 2 on for the Red Hawks, trailing 1-0 here bottom of the second with an excellent opportunity to move things around. Let's see if Oliver pulls the same bunt technique. Instead, he'll take ball 1. It's a little bit humid out there, and that humidity will cause the ball to slow a little bit, and it's going to absorb a little bit more off this turf as well and give you a better opportunity for those bunts to be effective. That one is swung on, hit straight up the middle. Nice play right there by the shortstop and by the second baseman, and they got him. Oh, that's a heck of a double play right there by Bentonville. 6-4-3 double play the old-fashioned way, and there are 2 outs. However, Union does have a runner at third with an opportunity to move them along. Shortstop number 6, Cody Young, will have that chance. Young just needs to put this ball in play for a hit. And he winds that just down the right field line, and it's going to be just foul, and I mean just foul. Had a pretty wicked spin, and you can see that kind of causing that to break off toward the foul area. With only 2 umpires here tonight, it's a little hard to tell at first sometimes. You kind of make your own decision, but I saw first base coach kind of threw his arms up like, why us? I can tell right there that was foul. This one's delivered straight to the shortstop, pick up, throw, and he got him. So the Red Hawks had 2 on with nobody out. The double play kills that, can't get it done, and it will remain 1-0 Bentonville as we go to the top of the third here on the Union Sports Network.
Select Commercial Group, a part of Coldwell Banker Select, is a highly reputable and professional firm specializing in commercial real estate services. David Roberts heads up the group with over 40 years of management experience and over 20 years in the real estate market. Sarah Bergeson, Scott Job, Jason Smith, Amy Bauman are skilled professionals that are poised to help you achieve your goals. Select Commercial Group treats their clients like family. With a wealth of experience and expertise in the industry, they are dedicated to providing exceptional services to clients seeking commercial real estate solutions. Whether you are looking to buy, sell, lease, or invest in commercial properties, their expertise covers various sectors, including office spaces, retail properties, industrial facilities, and more. Select Commercial Group is the go-to partner for all your commercial real estate needs. Call 918-695-6979 or 918-394-0700. A sponsor of the Union Red Hawks.
One nothing score here at the Union Softball Baseball Complex as the Union Red Hawks taking on the Bentonville Tigers in baseball. I'm Rick Corey. Thank you for joining us here on this really nice afternoon, along with Andy Irwin and, of course, the student production crew and the volunteers here as well. So we'll get this top of the third underway. Right fielder number 14, Hayden Oliver, will lead things off for Bentonville with their 1-0 lead. Connor Douthit had a really good second inning. See if he can keep that rhythm as the sun starts to shine here. Boy, he curved that one in there. Great breaking ball. It just looked like it broke about 1.5 feet for strike number 1. That ball fouled back, and again, quickly, strike number 2, and he's up 0-2 in the count. Oliver out to protect that plate here. This one's going to go just foul toward the first baseman, so we'll remain at 0-2. Redhawks had an awfully good opportunity with 2-1 and nobody out, but a tremendous double play by Bentonville helped get them out of that second inning. Ball's going to be a bit outside for 2-2. That was just a little outside, wasn't much. Some of the groans behind me, I don't think everybody agrees. Another breaking ball will make it a full count, 3-2. Yep, pardon me, 2-2. That was Oklahoma math on my part. Douthit delivers. That one fouled back, and we will remain at 2-2. Just imagine baseball when there were no screens and you were sitting right about the 6th row, straight behind the batter's box. Exciting times. That one will be high, and that'll be a walk. Or 3-2, pardon me. So Oliver is 1 pitch away from a walk and 1 pitch away from a seat. Let's see what happens. Delivery. That one's going to be hit straight toward the shortstop. That took a really tough bounce, but a really nice pickup and play, but the ball just out of the glove of first baseman. Not able to quite collect that, and that will be a single. Zach Oliver had a decent shot, but that ball kind of came in short. Number 24, first baseman Will Carmichael. So our runner on with nobody out here for Bentonville, and they already have a 1-0 lead here in the top of the third. Ball took it had like a backward bounce, like a golf spin. Very tough play for Cody Young. Douthit checks, and he'll make a cursory throw over. Nothing there. Opportunity here, and they're going to get him, and they do. Nice play right there, and now that base runner is erased, 1 out. He had an opportunity in the first inning for the very same play, could not quite make it. But that time, a tremendous throw, tremendous call, and that'll clear the bases. So with 1 out, Carmichael will continue. That one's going to be just, oh, that's trouble. Second baseman can't quite make that play. That ball spun and held up, and it seemed to almost reverse course and come back toward you here before it fell. That one had eyes, no question, so that'll be a single. Number 59, the catcher, Cade Treholz, hitting next. Well, there's several of those who have done that tonight. One just over the second baseman, and that one just over the pitcher's head. That was really impossible to get to. Douthit checks. That one way on the inside, and that ball got away and hit him. Got him on the arms, or got him, I think, on the hands again. So Treholz will take first. And there will be a courtesy runner coming in. Third baseman number 11, Connor Davis, steps in. First and second. One out. Just a little low for ball one. Courtesy runner is Adam Greth at first base. A little sneak in at second, but no play there. That one hit sharply. Nice play by the third baseman. Going to turn that, and that'll take care of the inning. Excellent little double play, and the Red Hawks are out of it. So it remains 1-0 Bentonville with Union coming to bat. Bottom of the third next here on the Union Sports Network. We're back here at the Union Sports Network. I'm Rick Roy with Andy Irwin and the UView crew. Tell you about some of the upcoming broadcasts here in a moment. Right now, we are going to the bottom of the third. The Red Hawks trailing 1-0 versus the Bentonville Tigers. Number 1 third baseman Mishon Minners will lead off this inning, hoping to get Union an opportunity. Squared a bunt, but does not take that opportunity, and it'll be ball one. Joey Mantha, the pitcher here, has done a really good job of keeping folks off the bases, but when Union did have a really good opportunity with 2 on and 2 out, it was his defense that turned a good double play. Mantha just hit the outside corner, and I mean, that one may be, all right, I guess so, 1-1. That delivery a little low. It'll be 2-1. Minners is another one of those scrappy baseball players. He'll give you everything he's got. That one looked like it was way inside, but we'll even it up at 2-2. Well, if you're watching at home, and if you're listening, you're watching, you can make some of these judgments on your own, but there were about 3 really close pitches right there. That one well inside, and going to be a strike, and he's going to get him out. So Minners will have a seat. Go back to the top of the lineup. Number 15, right fielder Gavin Wilhelm. I think he got around on that one, thus the strike call. Joey Mantha on the mound. Whips that one up. That was going to be over the head of the third baseman, second baseman, and turning that corner will be Wilhelm, and he'll hold up with a single. Second baseman, number 8, Isaac Arrietchi. Isaac was on earlier. Hopes to move that runner over. Union just down by the 1-0 score, just not been able to generate a lot of that small ball offense. Of course, nobody would mind one that went over the fence either if it stays between the foul poles. Mantha on a little to the outside there, 1-0. That flag in center field has not moved this entire game. About as still as you'll ever find in Oklahoma at this time of the year, when normally trampolines are crossing the highway. Mantha well high with that one for a 2-0 count. I think the Red Hawks would be just fine if he walked him. We end up with first, second. Yeah, take a look right there at that flag. And it barely moved right there, but I think somebody breathed in the stands. There's just nothing else going on out there. That ball will be in for a strike. Better toss by Mantha, a little fastball to the inside. It's 2-1. Beautiful afternoon here. Thursday baseball. Fairly close to that same spot. And trotting down to second base is Wilhelm. Mantha prepares. That'll make it a 3-1 count. So really close to making this a first-second situation here with nobody out, or pardon me, with one out for the Red Hawks. That one's going to be lofted out in right field, and that should be a fairly easy play. It is. Just bluffing that he was going was Wilhelm, but he did not, and it's a good thing because that throw in from right field was on the nose out there. A really nice throw out there by Hayden Oliver. Center fielder number 11, Asher Fowler. Now with an opportunity to make something happen. 2 outs now. Union's trailing 2-1. We are in the bottom of the third. Wilhelm on second. Well to the outside. That'll get away, and Wilhelm will easily get to third. Will not make the wide turn, though. So a heck of an opportunity here. If Fowler can just put this one in play on the ground somewhere and get himself a single. One and 0. Mantha's delivery. That outside spot right there has been a little, the call's been a little spotty. At times it looks like that's getting called a strike, and at times it's not. We'll take that one. It'll be 2-0. That one's going to be well outside, and we'll have a 3-0 count. Gomez next up, and he is a dangerous hitter. You got a really good situation here for Union. Mantha's delivery. And that one got the corner. It's 3-1. It's a nice pitch. You can see from that camera shot there, just Mantha's a tall young man. Plus you add the mound. That one's a little high, and we are now first and third with 2 outs. And an excellent opportunity. DH number 25, Armando Gomez, with his chance to give the Red Hawks at least a tie and possibly a little more. Two down here, 1-0, Bentonville. And the steal is on. That's not a bad throw. Very close play. They're going to call him safe, and so it is second and third, and now a single likely would give the Red Hawks a lead. Unless it was a little bit too well hit, then it might take away that second opportunity. 0-1 now. That one's going to just take a nice little sharp bounce, but the pitcher will be able to make the easy play, and that will do it. So the Red Hawks threatened again, but cannot get anything home. They continue to trail by a score of 1-0. We'll go to the top of the fourth next here, Bentonville, on the Union Sports Network.
When summer heats up and your AC isn't working right, be cautious of being pressured into a replacement.
It's always a good idea to get a second opinion, and Airco will let you know if your AC is worth fixing.
So call Airco today for a free second opinion.
We head to the top of the fourth here at the Union Baseball Softball Complex. Redhawks trailing 2-1 to the Bentonville Tigers. I'm Rick Corey along with Andy and the UU crew. Next broadcasts for the Union Sports Network will be tomorrow night, soccer against Ponca City, boys and girls, 6 and 8. And then on Monday as well, soccer, 6 and 8 as well against Sapulpa, so tune in then. Casey Chris will step in. Delivery from Douthit will be hit straight into center field and just ranging back, and that one will be an easy can of corn. Asher Fowler makes the play. There's one down. Designated hitter number 5, Trace Peterson, will step in with one out for Bentonville. Bentonville with 5 hits in the game. They have committed 2 errors that's given Union opportunities to score, but not able to take advantage. The Redhawks with only 2 hits here tonight so far. Douth is breaking the ball well high for ball 1. That one's going to fall in there. Nice curved ball. It'll be 1-1. Left-handers have that nice natural break to begin with, and you put a little extra spin on there, that thing will break half a state. Douthit delivers the fastball. It is well hit. That was going to almost be trouble, but a nice job by Fowler in center field to run it down. Had that gotten between, that could have been real trouble, and that'll be a single. So Peterson will be on. Left fielder number 3, Bodie Gist, stepping in. Fowler got to that ball about as fast as he could. 1 out, 1 on here for the Tigers, and their 1-0 lead. That one got away from the catcher, and so taking second base will be Christ. Made a nice wide turn, but he won't get any further than that. Weinbarger had the ball bounce straight down, and he came up looking for it in his left, and it actually kind of squirted out just behind him into the right. Gathered it, though, and kept that to a single base, if you will. So second base now with 1 out. That will be softly hit. Minners looks him back at third, makes the nice throw. Oh, and they tried to make the play at second base. Fortunately, that's going to go straight out to the left fielder. That was a difficult play over there, but Devin Blackwell was paying attention and left and was able to collect it. Or that could have been much worse. So 2 down now, and the runner will remain at second. Shortstop number 8, Cade Campbell, will be the man stepping in with 2 outs, but with an opportunity, if he can get a nice Ball somewhere in a gap to give his team a bigger lead. I understand Oliver making that throw. It just got away. Campbell readies. And a swing and a miss, strike one. Campbell has a hit and a stolen base already tonight. And you can see he's a little bit lanky and he can run. That one is going to be reached for and hit just into right field, and that's going to stay fair and be tough. That's going to score one. Nice play to get to that ball pretty quickly out there in right field. If Gavin Wilhelm had not hurried over there, that could have been much worse. And that'll be a double for Campbell, who's having himself a pretty good night. So back to the top of the lineup, center fielder number 12, Boyce Reed. Will step in with 2 out. 2-0 now, Tigers. Sun really has come out now. Might be a problem for out there in left field or center. That's high for ball 1. A heck of a lead at second out there. Douthit will check quickly. They fake the move but do not make it, and that'll be ball 2. Tough play for a lefty anyway to get around and make that throw back from that pitching mound to second. A little snap throw, you got to be very accurate or you can get away. Douthit delivers just outside, and that's 3-0. Weinbarger will go out and have a discussion. No one up for Union in the pin, so it will be Douthit's game at least for now. You can tell on your shot there on your TV how much brighter it got there pretty quickly, as that sun, even though it's going down, is coming out from behind those clouds. This also means after a little bit of rain today, and that's going to be just outside corner, strike 1. Tomorrow with a little bit more rain, if it stays like this, the humidity will be about 160. You will sweat walking to your car in your house. Welcome to Oklahoma summer. And that will be ball 4. So Boyce Reed will get the walk. Right fielder number 14, Hayden Oliver. So 2 down, but 2 on, and a 2-0 lead for Bentonville. The only thing it's not at 2 is we are in the top of the 4th inning. Connor Douthit from the stretch, and that one is swung on, fouled back, strike 1. Douthit had really good momentum in that second and third. He's struggling a little bit more here. Delivery will be outside and we'll be even at 1-all. Now there will be action down in the pin. Trotting down to start to warm up is Jackson Franklin. And they'll fake the play at second, but nothing will happen. Cody Young scurried over there and got behind him, but just trying to wear that guy out a little bit. He's got long legs. You can make him tired. 1-1. That's going to be 2-1, a little outside. Oliver waits. That's low, and they're at 3-1. There are 2 outs, but awfully close to walking the bases loaded here. And here it comes. That one is hit solidly out to right center, and it is going to be off the wall. That'll score at least a couple and be a stand-up double. It'll be a decently close play at the plate, but I guess really no. And that's going to score 2 to make it a 4-0 game. That one came off the wall out there, and there was really not a lot anyone could do about that one. Gavin Wilhelm got there as quickly as he could and made a nice throw back in, and a good cutoff and throw as well. But that's gonna cause the extra 2. So 8 hits now for Bentonville, and they've done it really small ball until just there, and they were able to knock that one off the wall. So it's a 4-0 game. And once again, you can see Jackson Franklin warming up. Well, my guess is he won't be out there warming up long. Watching him before the game, Jackson was warming up with the normal man who starts most of the games, Armando Blackwell, or Armando Gomez. And he was firing it in there pretty good, so I don't think it'll take him long to get that arm warm. Four nothing Bentonville now. 2 out, man on second. First baseman number 24, Will Carmichael, steps in. Douthit will have to collect himself here and get back to the job. Swing and a miss by Carmichael, so that'll be strike 1. Douthit can just get them this 1 out and get through this. That'll give Franklin plenty of time to get warm out there. That one will be hit solidly to the shortstop. It's going to be a long throw, but he got him. Excellent job out there at short by Cody Young, and that will be it. But 2 more scored for Bentonville. They now lead 4-0 as the Red Hawks will be coming to bat in the bottom of the 4th here at the Union Sports Network.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Turned into a beautiful day here at the Union Baseball Softball Complex. We wish you were here with us in person, but if not, well, we are glad you're along here on the Union Sports Network, where you can catch select Union sporting events, every football game, home basketball games for boys and girls. We'll have soccer here tomorrow night, 6 and 8 o'clock against Ponca City, and on Monday against the Pulp at the same times. Left fielder number 19, Devin Blackwell, will step in as the Red Hawks gave up 2 more in the top of the 4th, now trailing 4-0. First pitch fouled down that left field line, third base line. That'll be a strike, 1-0, or 0-1, pardon me. Union's had opportunities, a couple, not a lot. Only 2 hits in the game tonight, but there have been 2 errors by Bentonville to give them other chances. That one just down the right field or left field line, pardon me, third base line. That's going to stay fair. Blackwell's going to walk in with a stand-up double. And that one just had eyes getting inside that third base line. So Union will at least have an opportunity. Catcher number 12, Chris Weinbarger, is the man who hopes to give him at least run number 1. He wants to hit it up past the wall and give him 2. That'd be great. Coach is helping to call those lines tonight, and the third base coach over there made very quick notice of that one being in play. That ball's going to be fouled back. 0-1. There we go. Got the old cuckoo clock sound. It's not baseball if you don't have some kind of sound effect, right? Joey Mantha on the mound. Oh, that's well inside. Almost hit him. It'll be 1-1. Good opportunity for Union here with nobody out and a runner at second. Just claw their way back into this thing. That one's going to be lofted just toward the shortstop. It's going to be a tough play, but the shortstop makes it. So staying right where he is Blackwell. And a nice job by Cade Campbell to get back on that one. First baseman number 3, Zach Oliver. Next Red Hawk with a chance. Jackson Franklin had been warming up out in the bullpen. Looks like he's warm. He's just now watching. 1 out. 1 on for Union. Oliver readies. Going to be low for ball 1. Balls hit over the fence here are not easy to come by, so you have to small ball your way back into most of these games. That one hit straight back toward the pitcher and not quite enough for the shortstop. That's going to score a run. Wouldn't even call it close necessarily, as Blackwell got in there pretty easily. And Zach Oliver will have an RBI. Now it's 4-1. There's that small ball we talked about. Shortstop number 6, Cody Young. Next guy with an opportunity. So 4-1 now, 1 out, bottom of the 4th. Give Union a little bit of life. Scoring to bunt, but that ball just got past him. It kind of fouled down, if you will, so it's going to be strike 1. Bunt has been effective tonight for the Red Hawks, and earlier when they were able to get 2 on with nobody out, tremendous double play really took care of that for Bentonville. See if Young tries it again here. This will be a swing away, and that was going to fall just over the first baseman's head. That's only going to move 1 runner each, but that doesn't matter. You got him over to second, so it's going to be now first and second with 1 out. And a nice job right there to move him along. Third baseman number 1, Mishan Minners. So Mantha might be tiring just a little. These have been well-placed hits for the Red Hawks too. Oliver and Young on base. Delivery, Minners looked as though he wanted to bunt, took that one as strike 1. I've got Harry Belafonte playing. Everybody's in a good mood. Minners did square that time. Once again, that's going to be that's the bounce foul off the plate. So it'll be 0-2. 1 out, 2-1. Red Hawks with a run here to make it 4-1. And another opportunity with the bottom of the lineup coming through with some nicely placed baseballs. The delivery, just a little low. That was really good patience there by Minners. That had to be hard to watch as that ball broke in there and just a little low. So it'll be 1-2. Now Trahol's going out and having a bit of a discussion with Mantha, wondering if they're changing up signs because Union has somebody out at second base. Minners digs in. Well high, 2-2. I like the fact that there's good patience in there. Not just swinging at anything to try to get something on in play. Still playing the game the right way. The delivery. And Minners got around on it but a little bit late, so that's fouled off and we'll stay at 2-2. You know, when the old bugle charge sounds, I'm just hoping that whoever that was that played that bugle that one time is still getting royalties. $1 or 2 cents a play, dude's rich. Two and 2, 1 out. Again, great patience by Minners. That was just low and not much. 3-2 now. With runners on first and second, 1 pitch away from possibly loading the bases with 1 out. Red Hawks only down 4-1. Best scoring chance since the second inning here. Mantha. And that is a balk. Mantha balked. Our runners will advance. So now second and third. And of course, the biggest thing there is that takes away the double play opportunity. Well, the normal double play opportunity for Bentonville. So Minners is making him work here. A 3-2 count. And that one hits straight back up the middle. It's going to be past the second baseman. That'll score 2. And it's a 4-3 game. Minners with a single and 2 RBIs. And there's that small ball we talked about. Suddenly you got us a game, 4-3 now. Minners still on first base with just 1 out. They'll be going to talk this over. So this just got a little bit more interesting. And the discussion with Joey Mantha will leave him on the mound. But he is now just up by 1 run with a runner on, and Minners over in first can run. We're back to the top of the Red Hawks lineup. Interesting to note that that was the bottom of the lineup that did all that damage. Number 15 right fielder Gavin Wilhelm will be the next guy up, and with an opportunity to tie or even give Union the lead. We are in the bottom of the 4th here at the Union Baseball Softball Complex. That swing and a miss. 0-1. Jackson Franklin had warmed up for Union significantly and likely will come into the game here when we get to the 5th, but we will see. That one well outside. The steal is on, and the ball bounced away from the catcher. Tried to get that ball out, and Traholz just dropped it. So easily into second is Minners, and now with only one out, Minners is on second. One of those nice little balls with eyes might get him home. Was a strike, by the way, so it's 0-1. That's outside for a count of 2-1. Mantha is noticeably missing by a little bit larger than before now. And there is activity in the bullpen for Bentonville. That one just caught the corner for a 2-2 count. A couple of guys up down there for Bentonville. Luke Berry seems to be the guy that's warming up the most earnestly, if you will. That was close, just on the outside. Ooh. It took some patience to let that one go by. 3-2 now with one out and one on. See what Wilhelm does with this. He slaps that to the first baseman, went right by the first baseman, and Minners will score. We're going to have a tie ball game here. And that'll be the third error of the night for Bentonville. And we are at 4-4. Tie ball game. Were it not for those errors, might be a little different game, but no such thing as might right about now. We're even 4-all. Second baseman to rate Isaac Arrietty. So it remains one out and now one on with Wilhelm at first. Soft little hit, and that one's going to be thrown well over the first baseman's head, and this is going to score a run. Union's going to take the lead. Coming all the way around from first base is Wilhelm, and it's 5-4 Red Hawks. How about that? Oh, man. Mantha turned to make that throw, and he sailed it well over the first baseman's head, way down into right field, and Union has the lead. What a comeback here for the Red Hawks. Looked pretty dismal and bleak for the longest time. Couldn't get anything going, only 2 hits. Now up to 7. Still only one out. And Arrietty now on third. Center fielder Asher Fowler with an opportunity to grow that lead. And now there are 2 up in the Bentonville bullpen, and they're going to slow things down a little bit by sending Traholz out to talk. Trying to catch the number. Luke Berry, as I mentioned, is one of the guys up. To catch the number of the other. He's working so quickly I can't really see the number as he is holding that glove right over that second number. Yeah, I think the second guy up out there looks like that is Jax Traholz. I should probably actually watch the baseball game. 0-1. One out. I'm busy, guys. I'm looking down there. 5-4 Red Hawks now. One out, one on. 1-1. Union's patience is really taking a toll on Mantha, too. You can see he's laboring, taking a little longer between pitches. You can see him almost just talking to himself, not like Mark Fidrich used to, but you know what I'm talking about. By the way, if you're young, Google that. Swing and a miss, 1-2. If you Google Mark the Bird Fidrich, you'll find yourself some pretty interesting and fun videos. Boy, I just caught that top corner for a strike, and it's 2-2. That umpire, pardon me, he set him down. Umpire took his time with that call, so the second out finally comes. And stepping in, designated hitter number 25, Armando Gomez. And we're going to have ourselves a new arm. So with a 5-4 lead, on a runner on and 2 outs, Bentonville will send Mantha to have a seat, and we will have a new pitcher. See which of these young men are trotting out. I think that's Barry, the bigger of the two. We'll be sure here in a moment. Nice conversation here on the mound. And it is indeed Barry who will be the new pitcher. Number 35, Luke Barry. He will get his prerequisite warm-up pitches. Quite an inning here for the Red Hawks, scoring 5 in the bottom of the 4th. Well, just a beautiful evening here for baseball. And it's still not even 6 o'clock. What a win, huh? Almost could not be a prettier night here. Only drawback I can tell is I cannot smell those burgers cooking over there at the concession stand. The wind must be blowing out. That's too bad. It's like we're about 73 degrees, so yeah, you couldn't ask for much more. Reminder again, you'll have action tomorrow on the Union Sports Network. Boys and girls soccer against Ponca City, 6 and 8 o'clock. And then again on Monday, soccer once again, Sapulpa, 6 and 8 o'clock. All right, so we're ready to get this thing underway. Stepping in, designated hitter Armando Gomez. 2 outs, 1 on for Union, and they now lead 5-4. Tremendous showing of guts right here for this Red Hawk baseball team. Got to give Coach Newkirk a lot of credit too. A couple of great calls, some bunts here that were well placed. Barry delivers outside for ball 1. Another really tall pitcher, long legs, big lanky arms. That ball comes whipping around. Gomez almost went for it, but was able to hold up. Barry delivers. Gomez got just the bottom of the bat on that one. That'll be a play over to first, and he'll get him. So a nice pickup by Connor Davis, and that will do it. But Union takes the lead. 5 runs, bottom of the 4th. We'll go to the top of the 5th with the Red Hawks up 1, 5-4 here on the Union Sports Network.
Hey, Union fans, score big with TTCU Federal Credit Union School Pride Card. Each time you use your card, we donate to Union Public Schools, adding to the $2.5 million we've given statewide. TTCU, where members are raving fans.
We appreciate you joining us here on the Union Sports Network. Rick Corey along with Andy Irwin, the U Crew, and all the volunteers. It takes volunteers to put these games on, thanks to all the dads who are up here helping out. As the Red Hawks now lead 5-4 over Bentonville. Andy and I had an opportunity to be over at Bentonville for football in last year's schedule to begin the year. And you talk about some facilities over there, but if you've ever, if you've been anywhere around that area, of course, a little company called Walmart has some influence on businesses around there, and it has, the thing has grown 10 times its normal size in the last probably 15 to 20 years. And everything on that Spur 49 that goes from Springdale up that way is brand new. Many corporations now with partial headquarters there, and a lot of tax money in that area. Wonderful football facility. You can see all the other facilities around it, and it's certainly a district that is doing well. So we will go to the top of the 5th with Union up 5-4 after that 5-run 4th inning. New pitcher is Jackson Franklin. Also plays a little safety in football. Stepping in against him first, catcher number 59, Cade Treholz. Let's see if he can protect this lead for the Red Hawks. Pitch number 1. A little low, and that'll be ball 1. Jackson had a lot of warm-up time as Connor Douthit was able to hold it together in that 4th inning. Same spot. That'll be a ball again, ball 2. Got to give Douthit credit, too. That wasn't easy. He had labored a bit and had to kind of fight his way through that inning. That one hit straight up the middle, and that's going to be a tough play. Nice opportunity, and he got him. Whoa, my, what a play over there at third base, or pardon me, at shortstop. Cody Young flipped all the way around, landed and made that throw. Excellent defensive play, and that's how you win ball games. Third baseman number 11, Connor Davis. Got to start feeling like that momentum is headed toward the Red Hawks direction, huh? Old Mo has switched sidelines. Franklin delivers a strike. And there's no explaining momentum, but when it starts, everybody feels it, and it just starts to kind of roll your way. You can't fight an incoming tide. That one will be low for a 1-1 count. Franklin works pretty quickly once he's set. Well, this time he's a little bit more deliberate. Just off that outside corner, 2-1. You can hear the pop, though. He's bringing some velocity. That one's going to be hit down that right field line. It's going to be foul. Yeah, it's going to go out of play. No opportunity there for Wilhelm. Looked like when it was first hit, it might stay in that side that line, but it ended up well outside the park. So a 2-2 count with 1 out. Nobody on for the Tigers. That one's going to be hit straight toward that center fielder, and that'll be an easy play for an out, 2 down. Those are the kind you live for out there if you're Asher Fowler. Trot a few steps, make a play. Here we go. Second baseman number 1, Casey Christ. Franklin has got him up and down 2 batters, hoping to send his team to the bottom of the 5th and maintain that 1-run lead. Got that one. Strike 1. Christ is a powerfully built young man. That breaking ball didn't quite break enough. We'll be even at 1-1. Five for Union after a 5-run 4th inning. That one's going to be low, and it'll be 2-1. Good to see so many of these young men playing more than one sport, too. There's a lot of people who specialize, and you understand sometimes why that happens. But seeing multiple sport athletes certainly, I think, in the end of the day, makes you a better player. That's high for a 3-1 count. 2 out, though. And no one on here for Bentonville. That sun being really bright now. The sun was behind all the clouds when we first started this game at 4:30. Out enough now that out there in left field, center field could become somewhat of a problem. And that's going to be ball 4, and that will put Christ on. So after a pretty crisp start, Christ will get the walk. Designated hitter number 5, Trace Peterson, will step in. Now we'll have a courtesy runner coming out. You don't see this very often in baseball. Number 84, Andrew Abbott, who obviously also doubles up as a slot receiver. And yes, if you're listening, I'm probably kidding. All right, let's see how this one goes. 2 down. That one's going to be fouled back, strike 1. Abbott had a pretty good lead and took a step or two, but realized where that one was going. Franklin checks just over that shoulder. That'll be a ball for a 1-1 count. If you're wandering around the house at home with just on in the background making dinner, it is 5-4 with 2 outs and 1 on. Nice play on that by Weinbarger on the outside. Franklin threw that one a little low, and he made a nice little pickup to make it, keep that one from getting to the fence, and it's 2-1. That one will be low as well, and it's 3-1. You'll notice, too, as he's pitching from the stretch, Franklin's lead foot doesn't get up quite as much. Looked like it came down a little early right there and caused that ball to dip a little bit. So there are 2 outs, 1 on, and it's a 3-1 count with Union leading by 1. Peterson, the lefty, is ready. That delivery is hit toward the second baseman. That'll be a fairly easy play, and Union will be out of the inning. Nice job out there at second base. Make the simple play, right? That's how you win baseball games. Arrietty did, and the Redhawks will remain up 5-4. So we'll go to the bottom of the 5th with Union coming to bat next in a 1-run lead here on the Union Sports Network. Welcome back here to the Union Sports Network. I am Rick Corey, along with Andy Irwin and all the folks here in the UView crew. I want to remind you, if you can't be at a ball game anytime, all you have to do is turn to the Union Sports Network. Simple enough, go to unionsportsnetwork.com. You can search us there. Not only will you find baseball and football and archived events, there will be soccer tomorrow night against Ponca City at 6 and 8 o'clock, and on Monday against Sapulpa, once again, soccer, boys and girls, 6 and 8 o'clock on the Union Sports Network. Left fielder Devin Blackwell steps in to start this inning with Union up 5-4. Whoa, that one almost got his noggin. Oh, Luke Berry, who came in last inning, let that one go a little early, and a nice job of getting out of the way by Blackwell. And once again right at his head. That time Blackwell gave him a little look like, hey, pal. I mean, hey, I'm not the Durham Bull. Don't throw at my head. So as you can guess, it's 2-0. That one is swung on and lifted out into right field, or pardon me, yeah, right field. That's going to be a fairly easy play, although it looked like toward the end of that, as that ball came down, it looked like it might have been a little tougher for Hayden Oliver, but he made that play. Catcher Chris Weinbarger will step in. So one out, with the Red Hawks up 5-4, and after a couple of tosses at a noggin, a fly out. That was inside, but that one's going to be counted as a strike. Luke Berry threw that one so hard his hat came off. 0-1. Once again, got that inside and is 0-2. Looks like he's everything he's thrown thus far, for the most part, Berry has been on the inside part of the plate to those right-handers. And that one is way back behind the head, so it'll be 1-2. That was a little Charlie Sheen Major League right there, first inning or so there. Outside corner, we'll leave it up at 2-2. 1 out, no one on, and a 1-run lead now for Union. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Lifted right toward the third baseman. He will almost not have to move, and he does not, and that will be out number 2. That's a gift for Connor Davis. Stand right there and let it fall in your glove. First baseman number 3, Zach Oliver, will be the guy hoping to give Union a base runner in this inning. 4-0 lead early here for Bentonville, and Union comes and scores 5 runs in the bottom of the 4th to take the lead. Berry again delivers inside. That'll miss. It's 1-0. That's just a little bit high, and it may be to the outside, so it'll be 2-0. That one is well outside, so now it's 3-0. So possibly an opportunity for Zach Oliver to get on base here. Cody Young, the shortstop, on deck. And remember, this is the part of the lineup that created those runs earlier for Union. That is ball 4, 4 straight balls, and it'll be an easy walk right there for Zach Oliver. Shortstop number 6, Cody Young. As I mentioned, an opportunity next. And it really started with Blackwell and Weinbarger in that 4th inning when they were able to collect those hits. There is no one else up in the Bentonville bullpen. So it looks like this is going to be Berry's game, at least for now. Young squares for a bunt. And they got a little bit caught right there, and that's going to do it. Looked like Oliver went ahead and took off, and then when there was no play on that bunt, he was kind of hung up, and they were able to throw him out. So that'll do it. The lead remains 5-4 Union as we will go to the top of the 6th here on the Union Sports Network. 5-4 lead for the Union Redhawks here on the Union Sports Network. I'm Rick Corey. With me, Andy Irwin, the UVU crew, and a collection of dads who are volunteering here their time to help make this work on the Union Sports Network. 5-4 Redhawks, as I mentioned, 5 runs, bottom of the 4th. Number 3, left fielder Bodie Gist will start this inning for Bentonville. Jackson Franklin on the mound in relief of Connor Douthit. Jackson had a very, very good 5th inning as we go to this number 6. Oh, that one's well inside. Ball 1. I suppose if you play the game long enough, you're used to an 80-mile-an-hour baseball heading at your head or your legs or something like that. I still jump from here. That one's going to be knocked out to left field in a relatively easy play, and that'll be out number 1 as left fielder Devin Blackwell gathers it in. Shortstop number 8, Cade Campbell, will be next up, and Jackson Franklin has got himself a bit of a rhythm right now. As we mentioned, it seems like that momentum has kind of come back around on a beautiful night here, around 73 degrees at the Union Baseball and Softball Complex. Almost not a breath in the air. Flag in center field, trees barely moving. That one hit 2 Minners at third base. Nice gather, long throw, and he got him. Nishan Minners with a nice throw, and it's 2 outs. So back to the top of the lineup for the Tigers. Center fielder number 12, Boyce Reed, will be their last opportunity in this 6th inning. Hopefully. Well, hopefully if you're a Union fan, and we are, so there you go. If you're just tuning in and you're looking at the screen, no, this is not Bartlesville, it's Bentonville. Tigers coming over from Arkansas today. Franklin. River's a little low. Ball 1. Not a bad drive either. You know, you got 412 over there, and then the new 49 up to Bentonville. It's only about an hour and 45 minutes, hour and a half over there, depending on the kind of time of day and the traffic you get. It gets really, really difficult around Springfield sometimes. Well outside, and that'll be 2-0. If you make that drive every now and then, though, you know there's a back spur that they're completing that you can get to. A couple of back roads to make it a little bit easier. Or if you're going over toward Rogers, or as we do, Eureka Springs. That one misses low, and it's 3-0. One-run lead for Union. 2 outs here. Franklin trying to finish off this inning. But he'll put this guy on. Reed will walk, and that's the first base runner in a bit for Bentonville. Right fielder number 14, Hayden Oliver. So plays at a couple of bases for the Redhawks to try to work their way out of it. When there was a 4-0 Bentonville lead early on, didn't look like we'd even get to this point, so protecting a 1-run lead's a pleasure right about now. Oliver tries to bunt and knocks it right up in the air to Nishan Minners, and that will do the inning. You don't see an awful lot of fly ball bunts, but that was one, and that will do it. So the Redhawks will come to bat in the bottom of the 6th, leading by 1 run, 5-4 here on the Union Sports Network. So we head to the top of the 7th. Pardon me, bottom of the 6th. Got ahead of myself. On the Union Sports Network, Rick Corey along with Andy Irwin and the crew. Union leading 5-4 against the Bentonville Tigers. Stepping in, shortstop Cody Young. 4-0 lead early in this one for Bentonville. 5 runs for Union in the bottom of the 4th, gave them this 1-run lead, and they've been able to cling to it. First pitch from Luke Berry is fouled back by Young, and that'll be 0-1. .71 degrees out there at 6:15. Beautiful night. They're going to say he went around, so it'll be strike 2. 2-0 as Berry delivers. Lifted to center field and almost coming in on a little too much, but going back to get it was Boyce Reed, and just like that, 1 out. Third baseman Mishon Miners. Miners made the nice little bunt pop fly catch to end the 6th for Bentonville. That'll be strike 1. 1 out, no one on, and a 1-run lead for the Redhawks. That's low. We'll leave the count at 1-0. That one is lined down the third base line, and that is just foul. That was easily 2 had it stayed where it looked like it was going to go, but it went just foul. Miners gave a little hop at the end like he couldn't believe it, so it's now 1-2. If you're Berry, though, you can't be happy he got around on that. Luke Berry in relief of Joey Mantha. And he got him, strike 3. So 2 down now for the Redhawks. Right fielder number 15, Gavin Wilhelm. He's had himself an interesting day. Scored all the way from first a little earlier. Made a heck of a throw from out in right field to help protect the lead earlier. Berry delivers low, ball 1. Yeah, I got a little bit of breeze in that flag at center field. That one will be fouled back and we're even at 1-1. That's the first time we've seen that flag move out there. Well outside, 2-1. Gotta give a lot of credit and patience for these Red Hawk hitters. Down 4-0 like they were, and to work their way back. Those 5 runs weren't easy to come by in the 4th, but they were able to single and take advantage of and just use small ball to get where they needed to be. 3-1 count now. And it'll be 3-2. So we've got 2 out and a 3-2 count. Payoff. He popped up in the air, and once again, out in left field. That'll be a fairly simple play for Bodie Guest. So it'll be 3 up, 3 down. And here we go. The Redhawks clinging to a 5-4 lead. If they can get 3 here, they'll win the baseball game. We'll see next here on the Union Sports Network. We will have a new pitcher here for the Red Hawks as we go to the top of the 7th. Union leading by a score of 5-4. Coming into pitch will be Cody Young, and that will affect several moves. Over at first base now is Sidonio Tejera. Moving to shortstop is Mishan Minners, and playing at third base is Zach Oliver. So a couple of wholesale, if you will, changes here as the Red Hawks try to close this one out with a 1-run lead. First up, number 24, first baseman Will Carmichael for Bentonville. 5-4 Union. We are on the top of the 7th here. Most of the dugout standing over the top of the stairs here as Cody begins. Just outside for ball 1. Most of the players up on the top of that ledge and hanging over that rail over there. Good shot right there by Andy and the UVU crew. That's a good strike just to the outside. There's 1-1. Going to shift him over. Coach Newkirk is shifting right fielder Wilhelm. That'll be a miss ball 2. Wilhelm has taken probably about 5 or 6 extra steps in from that right field line, way more toward right center. That's way outside for a 3-1 count. Three outs away from a Red Hawk win. And that's going to put him on base. Ball 4. So 1 down, but a runner on first. Catcher number 59, Cade Traholes, will step in, and their Minners will go to talk with Young, so will Weinbarger. Well, look at it like this. You've just got a chance for the double play now. A quick throw over to first base after that pitch, and he was easily back. And that's ball 1, by the way. Kind of a cursory check of that runner. Bunt, and a really good one laid down. They'll make the play to first base, and that will be the 1 out. It's a nice job by Weinbarger. That wasn't actually easy. That ball died right there, and he had to hop out there and then make the quick throw. So he did get that out, but that does advance the runner. So now Carmichael's down at second base. Third baseman number 11, Connor Davis. Now looking to tie this game if he can. 1 out, 5-4 Union. Man on second. Certainly use a pop-up or a strikeout right here. That's a nice strike. Ball up just a little, but it hugged and stayed right on the inside corner of that strike zone. 0-1. Young delivers low there for a 1-1 count. Even with a 4-0 lead earlier for Bentonville, it's never felt like this game was out of anybody's reach, so we expected it to be tight. That one hit well over into right, left, or right center. That got by, and that will likely score the run. It will, and we'll be at least tied up. And that's going to make it 5-5. Not quite enough room for the center fielder to get there. Right fielder couldn't either. And that's just a nicely hit ball. That's all there is to it. And Asher Fowler didn't have really a lot of a chance. He made the best effort he could. So with one out, we are tied at 5-5, and there's a runner on second. That runner, Connor Davis. Second baseman number 1, Casey Christ now, with an opportunity to give Bentonville the lead once again. So the Red Hawks were hoping to maintain this thing and not have to even hit in the bottom of the 7th, but they will have to. And maybe beyond, we'll see. Inside, delivery by Young, that's ball 1. Young delivers that one. It's going to be an easy hit right over to the third baseman. That's going to be the one out. He gets to third base. Boy, they almost got him right there. Nice job over there getting that ball over. Zach Oliver made a nice long throw. And then Tejera made the throw back, and it was closer than Bentonville probably would have liked, but he's safe. So we are at 2 outs, and it remains 5-5, but now the runner is at third base. Number 5 designated Trace Peterson, the man with the opportunity to give the Tigers a lead. Just to the inside for ball 1. There's been a game of balls that just fell just short of somebody being able to get there on both sides, actually. That'll be ball 2. 2-0. 2 outs. 1 on third, tie ball game. Young set and delivers well outside for a 3-0 count. Jackson Franklin had a couple of pretty good innings. Cody Young comes in relief. And that's going to be a walk, 4 straight balls. So now first and third with 2 outs. Left fielder number 3, Bodie Gist, will step in. We're going to have a courtesy runner here. That runner is number 19, Adam Greth. Wind has died down again, so anything in the air won't have any extra help. Well inside, that ball got away, and that's going to allow a run to score. Nothing Weinbarger could have done about that one, as that's a wild pitch on Cody Young, and that's going to make it 6-5 Bentonville. Those are the tough ones to get. Bounces just right in front of you. The bounce was pretty consistent, but it can be low or a little bit higher. That ball had enough velocity and not enough spin that it made it a lower bounce, and it got away. That ball fouled back. We are at 1-1. So Bentonville with 2 to take the lead again, 6-5. Here in the top of the 7th. That ball outside. Cody's not had the easiest time finding the strike zone. 4 straight balls on the previous hitter. Once again, well outside for a 3-1 count. That swung on for a 3-2 count and fouled off. Nice pitch. There are 2 outs, so just 1 strike away, hopefully, from giving Union an opportunity to come to the bat in the 7th and either tie or win this thing. Bodie Giss steps out and back in. Here we go. High and inside, that'll put him on base. So once again, first and third with 2 outs. Shortstop number 8, Cade Campbell. Cade has a stolen base, a single, and a double. He's had a good afternoon. And we'll have a discussion on the mound. There is nobody up for Union. But they will at least talk things over. This game was a 4-0 Bentonville lead until Union got 5 in the bottom of the 4th. And now Bentonville will 2 here in the top of the 7th to take the lead again 6-5. So we will have a change at pitcher, and it would be Zach Oliver coming in. Fourth pitcher tonight for Union. The warm-ups here opportunity for Zach Oliver. You think as a position player, obviously you're already somewhat warm just by playing the game, but it's not the same as what that arm has to go through when you're on the mound. Frustration by Cody out there at Cody Young. Cody's looks like he's going to go back to short, and Mishan Minners will go back to third. He was squatting out there in that shortstop position. He was punching the artificial turf. Upset with himself. Campbell will step in. Now with a 6-5 lead for Bentonville here in the top of the 7th. 2 outs, 2 on. Oliver's first pitch, outside for ball 1. Just a tough time right now in this inning for the Red Hawks pitchers to find that strike zone. And all the momentum that seemed to be there earlier has kind of died away. That one is swung on and it'll be fouled back for a 1-1 count. Just need one of those to land in play so Union can catch that thing and move on. Can't quite get it. See the shadows there growing longer on an excellent camera shot by Andy and the view crew. Delivery outside, 2-1. Of the poor pitchers tonight, look, Jackson Franklin seemed to have had the best control for a couple of innings. Oliver delivers. That one hit straight away. Well, just straight to left center, if you will. And that's going to be a pretty easy play for Fowler. And that will finally set down the Bentonville Tigers. So 2 runs makes it 6-5 Tigers. It will be Union coming to bat with a chance to either tie or win this game in the bottom of the 7th next here on the Union Sports Network. Oh, you better not take out the phone here at the old ballpark. Andy Irwin will catch you with it. Mom checking her social media page or whatever. We're in the bottom of the 7th here at the Union Softball Baseball Complex. I'm Rick Corey along with Andy, the phone checkers, and everybody else. A 6-5 game. Union trailing Bentonville. Isaac Arrietchi.
Hey, Union fans. Score big with
batter.
TTCU Federal Credit Union School
Barry's
Pride Card.
delivery is
Each
outside
time you
for
use
ball
your
one.
card, we donate to Union Public Schools, adding to the $2.5 million we've given statewide.
Barry's control hasn't been the best either, and he'll throw a ball too, as it got away. And catcher Cade Treholz, gathered by Armando Gomez. That one's going to go straight back up the middle, and that is stopped by the shortstop. However, he cannot make the throw, and Arrietchi is safe at first. That was a tough play at short. It had to slide in there, did Cade Campbell, to make the stop. Could not get it, and trailing by 1, the Redhawks have a runner with nobody out. Center fielder number 11, Asher Fowler. He's had a decent night himself. He's been very busy out there in the outfield as well. That one is bunted, and that's a tremendous bunt by Fowler, and he beat it out. Safe at first and safe at second. A little bit too nonchalant was Barry on that underhanded throw, and that little extra arc he put on there allowed somebody who can really run like Asher to get there. Designated hitter number 25, Armando Gomez. This is right about where you'd like to have Armando. And if he chose to put one over the fence and end this, I think everybody'd be just fine with that. Nobody out, 2-1 here for the Redhawks, trailing by 1, bottom of the 7th. Gomez with a bunt as well. Only one play, and Barry makes it. But that moves the runner, so with 1 out, we've got second and third, and a tremendous bunt right there by Gomez. Left fielder number 19, Devin Blackwell. And here's that part of the lineup that helped score the 5 runs for Union a couple of innings ago. So excellent opportunities here, and Blackwell will get it started. Something nice solid single over to right field would end this thing. Barry delivers. That's a nice pitch. Nice little sinker in there for strike 1. Carson Brooks is in the on-deck circle and would pinch hit. That is high for ball 1, and we are 1-1. And yes, as somebody behind me just mentioned, there is a big old gap out there in right center. It's got to look inviting. Barry's delivery well outside. It's a nice snag by the catcher too. If Treholz let that one go, this is a tie ball game. 2-1. Barry got the corner that time, but you hear the groans behind me. We might disagree, but the guy in the gray pants gets the call. It's 2-2. 1 out, 2 on. Union trailing by 1, bottom of the 7th. That's going to be well outside, and we have a full count. Well, if you paid to get in tonight, you certainly got your money's worth, and if you stayed home and watched it for free, you still got your money's worth. We'd rather you be out here, but we're glad you're with us at home too. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss. That is out number 2. Good cut at it, but that's a nice high fastball. Pinch hitter number 2, Carson Brooks. Brooks will step in with 2 on, 2 out, and an opportunity with a 1 trailing by 1 to be somewhat of a hero. Luke Berry will stare him down. Here we go. Outside. Oh, he called that a strike. Ooh. That looked like that was a little outside to me, but all right, this guy must have a pizza ordered somewhere. No, wait on the call that time, and we're even at 1-1. Well, you wouldn't expect it to be any different. A little dramatics here at the Union Softball Baseball Complex. Outside by Berry, 2-1. Brooks being patient. Ooh, he caught. That's a called strike, so we are at 2-2. 2 outs. 2 on, 1-run deficit for Union, and a 2-2 count on Carson Brooks. Well outside, that's a wild pitch, and that's going to even the game up. Coming home from third, Arrietty, and we are even at 6-6. Now Brooks can absolutely be the hero if he can put one in play on the ground somewhere. Get it past that infield. See how Berry reacts to that. Oh, he struck him out. So that's going to do the inning, and we will have extras. We are tied at 6-6. We will go to the top of the 8th next here at the Union Sports Network. So we'll have extra baseball here on the Union Sports Network. Rick Ray, Andy Irwin, and all the crew. We are tied at 6-6 as we will go to the top of the 8th here. 1 run in the first for Bentonville, 3 in the 4th, and then 5 for Union to take a 5-4 lead. 2 more, though, for Bentonville. In the top of the 7th, Union with 1 in the bottom to score, and to tie it, and we remain at 6-6. So like we said, you got your money's worth here no matter what. A little extra, actually. Zach Oliver will stay on the mound for the Red Hawks, their 4th pitcher of the night. We get this 8th underway. Center fielder number 12, Boyce Reed, will be the first hitter in this extra inning for the Tigers in Bentonville. That's why we started this one early at 4:30. We knew we'd have a little extra. Oliver delivers, and that one's going to be fouled down the left field line. One of the Bentonville players was just jogging out that way. I don't know if he was going to do something important or not. Cade Campbell almost had his head taken off. He was running out there playing a little catch and almost got one in the noggin. 0-1. Just outside, although that pitch might have been a strike last half inning. 1-1. And if you're an umpire, sorry if you're listening. Oller's delivery. Down the right field, down the first base line. Picked up by Tejera with no trouble. And that is out number 1. Now, do we think that Tejera picked number 7 for Mickey Mantle? He is wearing that number 7. Right fielder number 14, Hayden Oliver, stepping in. As there is one out now for the Tigers. Well, that was a nice breaking ball, but didn't break quite enough. It's going to stay ball 1. Kept waiting for that extra 2 or 3 inch break. Didn't quite have it. This time he got the outside corner, and that's 1-1. And as you can hear, someone's driving a jet on 169 behind us. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Pleasant night for baseball. That one hit right at the shortstop. It's going to be a long throw, and it's going to be, in time. Just in time as well. What a tremendous pickup and throw out there by Cody Young. Whew, that was tight. And Hayden Oliver was getting down. I mean, he was getting down that line. First baseman number 24, Will Carmichael. 2 out now in this top of the 8th. That was not an easy throw for Cody. He had to back him up a little, and then he had to put some pepper on that thing. Well, that ball got away, but didn't matter. There's nobody on, so just ball 1. About to say that Zach seemed to have kind of found his rhythm, although that one got away a little bit. Carmichael readies. A little high, ball 2. It's a nice pitch, and that one's fouled off. 2-1. Remains around 73 degrees here as we're nearing about 2.5 hours in this baseball game. Oh, that was close, but they say he did not go, so it's 3-1. Carmichael didn't even look at the umpire. He was just waiting to see what he heard. You can see he didn't want to jinx it. Oliver with a payoff here. That one's going to be popped up in the air. Opportunity for Weinbarger, and can't quite get it off the net. That ball came off the net, or right at the net for Weinbarger. Tough play, and he can't make it. But it will be 3-2 with 2 outs. One good pitch can get Union an opportunity. That is a deep fly ball to left center, and that ball is caught. What a tremendous play out there in left field by Devin Blackwell. Oh, he was right at the base of the wall and had to slide to make it, and saves what was potentially at least a double. So we will have the bottom of the 8th coming up next here. 6-6 ball game on the Union Sports Network. A reminder, there'll be soccer here tomorrow night on the Union Sports Network, 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock against Ponca City. Soccer again on Monday against Sapulpa, same times, boys and girls, 6 and 8. I'm Rick Roy, along with Andy Irwin and the UVU crew. Welcome back in as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Yes, extra innings here between Union and Bentonville. What has been a nip and tuck back and forth game all day long. Third pitcher will take the mound for the Bentonville Tigers, Jack Straholes, whose brother has been playing all day, Cade Straholes, in that catcher spot. So you have a brother combo as a battery in that 1-2 position. Redhawks an opportunity to win this thing. They tied it in the 7th, hoping to win it here. First baseman Zach Oliver will be the first guy with an opportunity. Got to think these brothers, the Straholes brothers, have done this before out in their old backyard, huh? First pitch is a nice one for a strike. You watched him during the warm-up. He had good control. He was right on those corners. He did not have anything wild. That one will be fouled back, and it's 0-2. Oliver hit that one nicely, and that one should fall, and it will. He'll get one out of it. Pretty quick work out there by the center fielder to get to that, Boyce Reed, but that'll at least get him on base. Shortstop number 6, Cody Young. Again, this is the part of the lineup that had done the damage earlier just by continuing to move runners along. One run is all it takes for the Redhawks here. Young, who made that tremendous play at short earlier, squares the bunt, that ball on the outside, ball 1. Union has been very effective with their bunts tonight. Moved runners along multiple times. Nishan Minners waits on deck. This is a scrappy part of this lineup. Delivery is a little low, and it's 2-0. Might have him thinking as that squared the bunt there a moment ago. Young awaits. Quick throw to first, but nothing there. That one almost got away. Give credit to Will Carmichael for making a quick player that was going to easily move Zach Oliver over to second, possibly more. Bunt will go foul, and it'll be 2-1. Got a good jump on it, but got that ball just off the bottom of his bat. Nobody out, 1 on, 6 all game. 2-1 count here to Cody Young. Squares again, and that bunt will be effective. Only one play there for Toholes, and it will move Oliver down to second base. Third baseman number 1, Mishan Minners. Mishan's been some trouble for them tonight. See if he can do it again. 1 out, 1 on second, and Minners at bat. He squares the bunt initially now. Picks the bat back up. And he got hit. Got him square in the back. Minners will trot down to first base, and it's first and second. Back to the top of the lineup. When Toholes' brother goes to talk to the other. Wonder if those pep talks are more intense when they're brothers. Something tells me they might say things they don't to other people. Right fielder number 15, Gavin Wilhelm. Next up to give the Redhawks an opportunity. 1 run, and this one will be in the books. Toholes, that's a decent pitch, outside corner though, and it'll be ball 1. I think that very same pitch was being called something different about an inning and a half ago. That one's well outside for 2-0 count. Be just fine with all of us if he walks the bases loaded. Toholes steps off. Going to think about it here for a second. Give him that sneer. Make him think about it. That one's going to get fouled off. 2-1. And Casey Christ will come in and deliver a word or two. Two and one out, 2 on for the Redhawks. 6-6 game, bottom of the 8th. Jack Toholes, another foul ball, and we're at 2-2. Isaac Arrietchi on deck, and Isaac's been a thorn in their side tonight as well. I mean Bentonville's side. So Wilhelm's making him work. That's well outside, and we've got a full count. Toholes checks. That one is lifted. Going to be right about shortstop, and he's going to make that play. So that's out number 2. One more out for the Redhawks, see if they can make something happen here. There's a little action in the bullpen. Tejera is down there warming up with Brock Leamy. See if Union happens to make another change. And now Bentonville will have a discussion as well. So it's 6-6, 2 outs, and there are a couple on for the Redhawks. Looks like we're going to have a change at the pitcher position for Bentonville. They will now be on their 4th pitcher of the night. Next up for Bentonville will be Cade Campbell. Campbell started the night at shortstop. I think we might have that switch out for Union too if we get to the 9th inning with Brock Leamy, who is warming up earnestly with Tahara down in the bullpen. Nice shot by Andy and the crew there. I hope the guys out there when they're warming up in the bullpen, if they're sitting on that bench out there, I hope they have some off. Right against the swamp green belt out there, I would imagine the mosquitoes are about to come into their own. You know, Oklahoma mosquitoes, sometimes you need a shotgun for rather than spray. So Isaac Arrietchi will be the first to face Cade Campbell. It seems that every one of these Bentonville pitchers are the long, lanky, lean folks. Minner's on first, Zach Oliver on second, 2 outs. And we are tied at 6 in the bottom of the 8th here at the Union Sports Network and on the Union, on the Union Sports Network and at the Union Baseball Softball Complex. Wonderful little facility if you've not been back here to see it. Very pretty. That one is delivered and it's going to be knocked up into the air. Opportunity for the first baseman to make the catch, and he does. That'll end the inning. Will Carmichael with a nice catch. What looked like it was going to be a tremendous opportunity for Union will get nothing, and we will go to the 9th inning. 6-6 now. Bentonville and Union coming back next here on the Union Sports Network. Zach Oliver will remain in the game for the Union Redhawks here on the Union Sports Network. Welcome back in. I'm Rick Corey, along with Andy and the crew. Didn't count on a little extra baseball, but you got some free baseball here tonight. We are tied at 6 as we go to the 9th. Yes, that is the 9th inning. Bentonville and Union. Been an up-and-down game with the Redhawks trailing 4-0 early, taking a 5-0 lead, or take a 5-4 lead before Bentonville tied it again. Stepping in first here for Bentonville. Once again, Zach Oliver, as I said, will stay out there. That is fouled back by Cade Treholz. who was catching his brother earlier. 6-6 game. Just a little outside for Oliver. We're 1-1. Zach's found his rhythm a little bit. He's hitting those outside corners. There's none of these pitches that are way the heck out of the way. And he's working pretty quickly. Now that one's a little to the outside for a 2-1 count. If you're supposed to be at dinner at 7, you're late. That one is going to be shot down the first baseline. Tremendous play by Tejera, and he got him out. Oliver covered exactly as he's supposed to. Tejera laid out to get him, and that's a big play, 1 out. What a play by Tejera. Sidonio Tejera at first, making it look easy. 1 down now. Number 11, Connor Davis, stepping in. High there by Zach for ball 1. Looked like that ball might get by Tejera at first, but tremendous job. That one's outside for a 2-0 count. Once again, they're adjusting. You're seeing the coaching staff adjusting that outfield. So everyone taking shifts about 5 more steps to their right out there. There's a lot of gap in that right field area. That one's going to be hit straight up in the air, and Asher Fowler should have a pretty easy time with it, and he does. So that'll be 2 outs. Quick work here by Zach Oliver in this 9th inning. Second baseman number 1, Casey Christ, will be the 3rd opportunity in this 9th inning for the Tigers. Not to be confused with the Broken Arrow Tigers, who also wear black and gold. These Tigers were from Bentonville, Arkansas. Good pitch on the outside corner there by Oliver for a strike 1. He wants a different baseball. You can see Minners at third base covering his face because of the sun being directly in his eyes. That one hit directly at the second baseman. Nice job by Arrietty to drag it up and tosses to Tejera for the 3rd out. So tremendously good defensive plays in that half inning, and quickly it's over. So the Red Hawks will have another chance to win it going to the bottom of the 9th next here on the Union Sports Network. So we head to the bottom of the 9th inning here at the Union Softball Baseball Complex. And it's a 6-6 game between Union and the Bentonville Tigers. I'm Rick Roy along with Andy and the UView crew. Center fielder number 11, Asher Fowler, will lead up this bottom of the 9th for Union. Still on the mound out there for Bentonville, Cade Campbell. Delivers high for ball 1. A run, that's all Union needs. However you get it across, that's all that matters, a run. Fowler just laid off that one for ball 2. That wasn't easy to lay off. It was a tight pitch, and it just broke at the last second to get to the outside of that plate. That one hit right back at the pitcher, and that's going to be a single. Fowler almost took part of his backside off right there. Thank goodness he's thin. So that'll be a single for Asher Fowler. Designated hitter Armando Gomez will have the next opportunity to make this a victory for Union. Armando bunted last time up to move runners over. Looks to do it again. That ball's going to be inside, though, for ball 1. You see a lot of DHs bunting, but Gomez laid down a really good one last time to move runners over. Quick throw to first is not in time. One ball, no strikes, nobody out. Gomez squares to bunt again, and stealing is Fowler, and he is caught. Got kind of caught between because Gomez wasn't able to get that bunt down. So that will clean the bases, and Union will have one out. It's 1-1. Curveball didn't break enough. It'll be a 2-1 count. One down now for Union. We're in the bottom of the 9th. 6-6 game with Bentonville. That one hit to the third baseman. Makes the stop. Can he make the throw? And he does. Tremendous job over there by Connor Davis. Knocked it down, able to get up and get it down, and that's 2 down. Left fielder Devin Blackwell will be the possible last opportunity of this inning, with Weinbarger on deck just hoping for an opportunity. We may be looking at going to the 10th here, folks. That one's going to fall, though. That's going to go just, nope, actually it's caught by the center fielder. Oh my. Watch yourself. Boyce Reed made a tremendous break on a ball that looked like it would fall, and instead we are headed to the 10th. 3 up, 3 down. It is 6-6. We'll go to the inning 10 next here on the Union Sports Network. So we go to the top of the 10th inning here at the Union Baseball Softball Complex. That's right, the 10th inning. I'm Rick Corey in this 6-6 game with the Bentonville Tigers, and we have come up with an idea in the press box to actually end this game by having the head coaches run the bases, and we'll time them. I don't know that we can get anybody else to buy in because it doesn't seem fair for the players, but I'm just wondering if maybe that would be something to entertain in the future. In the meantime, it is 10-10. And Zach Oliver remains on the mound for the Red Hawks. 4th pitcher of the night for Union. So let's see what we can get done here. Designated hitter Trace Peterson will be first up for Bentonville. And these guys from Bentonville still have to drive back home and go to school tomorrow. We'll stop along the way for a little bit of some sustenance, I'm assuming. Pitch number 1 is hit right at the shortstop, and the play made by Cody Young. Out number 1 comes quickly. Left fielder Bodie Gist. Next up here for Bentonville. Oliver really has found that rhythm. It's a little bit high, but that's not a bad pitch for ball 1. It's making Gist wait a long time in that stance. That one's well outside for ball 2. If you ever sat there for a long period in a baseball stance as a hitter, you know that's tiring. This one's well outside for ball 3. The entire Bentonville team is now up on the edge of their dugout and hanging over the railing. Got their rally cries going over there. Oliver needs this one, and he delivers outside again for ball 4. 4 straight balls, and that will give Bentonville a base runner. Shortstop Cade Campbell. Next man up. So I'm just wondering, since this is my first year helping to do baseball, Andy, what's the longest game you've ever done? This is it. This is the longest baseball game that has been broadcast yet on the Union Sports Network. How about that? We're all part of a record. That was slapped straight to the shortstop. Can they get the 2? Got the first one over to first. Not quite in time. Yeah, they did get him. Oh, it didn't look like at first it would get there, but they did. Double play, and that'll end the inning. What a tremendous opportunity and job there by the Red Hawks. All right. So we will have the bottom of the 10th coming up, and Union will have a chance once again to win this thing. 6-6 coming back next year on the Union Sports Network. So we go to the bottom of the 10th inning here. We are tied at 6-6 in a game that has seen 20 hits, 12 runs, and 5 total errors. It has been, to say the least, entertaining. Stepping in first, catcher Chris Weinbarger. Both teams have had multiple opportunities here, just not able to get anything done, and they both played really good defense. The Red Hawks with that tremendous double play there to end that top of the 10th. First pitch is hit inside the third base line, and that's going to be at least 2 for Weinbarger. He will stand up for 2. Well, he slid, but he didn't have to. That was a tremendous shot just inside the third base line on Cade Campbell. So another good opportunity here facing Union. First baseman Zach Oliver stepping in. Well, at least Oliver started at first base. Been all over the place, now pitching. Have a courtesy runner for Union, and that will be Samson Harrison. Were he able to find the very same place, Oliver could end this. Game that started at 4:30 and has now gone nearly 3 hours. Campbell steps off. Ooh, he squared the bunt, and that one went straight at his head, and he just ducked under it. Don't think we have to tell you that was ball 1. Squares the bunt again and fouled that one off. So 1-1. Just trying to move that runner to third, so a sacrifice fly could win the thing. Cody Young is on deck. Fouls it off again. We will remain at 1-2. Campbell has played the entire game at other positions as well. Let's see how his conditioning hangs in there. High there for a 2-2 count. Now once again it's the Red Hawks up on their dugout in their rally positions. Well outside for a 3-2 count. Good job by Oliver once again making him work. The more pitches you make him throw, the better. Umpires called a break there. Oliver steps back in. Slaps that one down the third base line. The only play is over to first, and he makes it. Nice job by Connor Davis. He looked him back, stood there, and that'll be out number 1. Shortstop Cody Young. So that is 1 out for Union, but still have a man on second base. That is Samson Harrison, your courtesy runner. Minners is now on deck. That one slapped between the second baseman and third baseman. So that will hold the runner, but you are at first and third now with a couple of opportunities to win this baseball game. And the first one will come in the presence of Mishan Minners, number 1. Stepping up. Mishan's played third. He's played a little short tonight. First and third with one out. We are in the bottom of the 10th of a 6-6 game with Bentonville, Arkansas here on the Union Sports Network. And Minners will step out. Outside for ball one. Second base stolen, and they call the balk. Minners will go to first base, and that's going to do it. That's going to bring home the run. They call the balk there on Cade Campbell, and that will end it. Campbell can't quite figure out what he did, but he came off the mound there, and that is a balk to end this game. And of all things to end the game, it is not exactly what any of us expected, but this game wasn't that way. So it will end 7-6 Red Hawks. We'll have 22 hits, 13 runs, 5 errors, and that'll do it from here. Thanks for watching the broadcast tonight. Our next opportunity, soccer versus Ponca City tomorrow night, 6 and 8 o'clock, boys and girls. Soccer Monday night against Sapulpa, 6 and 8 as well. All right, for our stat crew and our production crew and our producer director, Andy Urban, I'm Rick Corey. Good night, and thanks for joining us here on the Union Sports Network.